go. She seems like a nice girl.
This is probably that girl. What is he even thinking being with her?
I have some ideas.
Baby, you're really not helping.
You saw the way he lit up around her.
In this video, let's talk about how important Gwen is to Miles' mom in the Spider-Verse movies, because even though Rio and Gwen barely interact, there's still a lot of subtle development between them that says they would probably get along really well. Their dynamic is actually very interesting because both of them deeply care about Miles, just in completely different ways. Rio understands Miles on an emotional level. She always notices when he's upset, nervous, or hiding something, and as his mother she can immediately sense when something feels off with him. Jefferson loves Miles just as much, but he's more strict and firm, which creates a contrast between the two parents throughout the story. You can really see this after Miles gets grounded. Both Rio and Jefferson go to check on him later, and when they enter his room they notice Gwen's jacket laying on the bed while Miles himself is nowhere to be found. The moment Rio sees that jacket, you can already tell she immediately understands what happened. She realizes Miles snuck out with a girl, and the expression on her face says everything before a single word is spoken. Then later, when Rio sees Gwen from a distance, the scene becomes even more interesting. She is clearly a little judgmental and protective at first, maybe even slightly jealous in a motherly way, because this is someone who suddenly became very important to her son. But at the same time, she also notices something else immediately: how happy Miles is around Gwen. The way he lights up around her is completely different, and Rio picks up on that instantly. She already knows there's something emotionally important happening between them. Rio surprises both of them by suddenly showing up, interrupting their moment. She makes it clear how much Miles means to her. She even jokingly tells Gwen not to take him away from her, and the funny part is Gwen's reaction. Right before Rio says it, Gwen has her hand resting on Miles' back, but the second she hears that comment she quickly pulls her hand away. It's a tiny detail, but it says a lot. The most important moment, though, is when Rio looks Gwen directly in the eyes and tells her not to break Miles' heart. That line matters because it proves Rio already understands Gwen's intentions with her son. She knows Gwen is important to him, but she still doesn't fully trust her yet. From Rio's perspective, this is someone who appeared out of nowhere and suddenly has a huge emotional impact on Miles' life. But the moment Gwen leaves, she notices the impact on Miles. She sees his expression completely change. The smile disappears, the excitement disappears, and he immediately looks sad again once Gwen is gone. That's when Rio fully realizes just how much this girl means to him, and because she's his mother, seeing her son genuinely happy matters more to her than keeping him grounded. That realization is what leads her to go against Jefferson's decision and unground Miles so he can go after Gwen. If Rio didn't care so much about Miles' feelings in that moment, she never would have let him leave. The reason she ungrounds him is because she already understands exactly why he wants to go. In her mind, she knows he went after Gwen, even if neither of Miles' parents actually knows her real name yet and still thinks her name is Gwanda. The interesting difference between Rio and Jefferson is how they each view the situation. Jefferson thinks Miles is getting involved with the wrong people and heading down the wrong path because of this girl.
I just worry about him getting mixed up with the wrong people, okay? This is probably that girl. What is he even thinking being with her?
While Rio understands that there's something much deeper emotionally happening between them.
You saw the way he lit up around her. I just hope she doesn't get him hurt.
That's why the later scene with Gwen coming out of Miles' room is so important. From Rio's perspective, Gwen suddenly appears wearing Miles' jacket without explaining where he is, and at that moment Rio genuinely has no idea what happened between them. Earlier she specifically told Gwen not to break Miles' heart, so if she figured Gwen actually hurt him emotionally, she probably would have been furious with her right there. The moment Gwen looks at both of them and says that one thing she learned from Miles is that it's all possible and that he loves them more than they could ever imagine, you can see Rio's perception of her start to fully change. That line matters because it proves Gwen truly understands who Miles is as a person. She isn't just someone hanging around him casually, she genuinely cares about him and understands the kind of heart he has. Meanwhile, Jefferson still seems uncertain about trusting her completely, but Rio reaches a very different conclusion. She puts her trust in Gwen to bring her son back. And what's interesting is that Gwen could have revealed much more during that scene. She could have finally told them her real name was Gwen instead of Gwanda. She could have explained that she's from another universe and that she's Spider-Woman herself. But the movie is intentionally saving that emotional reveal for Beyond the Spider-Verse. What makes this dynamic so powerful is that Rio let Miles go because she cared about his happiness more than anything else. She made that sacrifice knowing she couldn't fully control where he was going or what danger awaited him. Then after everything that happened, Gwen reaches a point where she's willing to challenge Miguel, the entire Spider Society, and even risk herself just to save Miles. In the end, both Rio and Gwen are connected by the same thing. They both love Miles deeply, and they're both willing to sacrifice everything for him.